Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt like your get up and go just didn't show up with you? Maybe you're stiff, a little foggy, or just not as spry as you used to be. I get it. After 60, it's easy to feel like time is slowing us down instead of the other way around. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. What if I told you that a few simple tweaks to your morning could not only kickstart your day with more energy, but actually help you live longer and stronger? That's exactly what we're diving into today. See, the way you start your morning sets the tone for everything else. Your mood, your health, even how many good years you've got left. And the best part? You don't need fancy gadgets or hours of free time to make it work. In this video, we're going to walk through 5 morning habits that can boost your lifespan and leave you feeling stronger than you have in years. These aren't complicated or expensive. They're practical, doable, and designed for real life after 60. I'll share why they matter, how to make them part of your routine, and little tricks to keep them fun. So, grab your coffee, or maybe a glass of water, since we'll talk about that soon, and let's get started with the first habit. Now, let's start with something so simple, you might not even think it counts. Drinking a big glass of water first thing when you wake up. I know, it sounds basic, but hear me out. After a night of sleep, your body's been working hard, repairing, resting, keeping everything ticking along, and it's dehydrated. By the time you're 60 or older, your sense of thirst isn't as sharp as it used to be, so you might not even realize you're running on empty. That dehydration drags you down. Your energy dips, your joints feel creaky, and even your brain gets a little sluggish. Studies show that staying hydrated can lower your risk of heart trouble, keep your kidneys humming, and even help your cells fight off aging. One glass of water in the morning can kick all that into gear. Here's how I do it. I keep a glass on my nightstand, and before my feet even hit the floor, I drink it down. Room temperature works best for me. Cold water can feel harsh on an empty stomach, but you do what feels good for you. Add a slice of lemon if you want a little zing. It's not necessary, but it makes it feel like a treat. Try it for a week. 8 ounces, maybe 10 if you're feeling ambitious. And notice how your body wakes up. You might find your skin looks a bit brighter, or that mid-morning slump doesn't hit as hard. It's like giving your body a gentle nudge to say, hey, we've got a great day ahead. Let's make it count. That brings us to the second habit, and this one's a game changer, getting your body moving with 5 minutes of stretching. Now, I'm not talking about a full-on workout here. No need to dust off the old leg warmers or anything like that. This is about waking up your muscles and joints so you feel loose and ready for whatever the day throws at you. After 60, our flexibility starts to slip if we don't nudge it along. And that stiffness can lead to falls, aches, or just feeling older than we are. But a few minutes of stretching, that can boost your circulation, ease tension, and even help your heart stay strong. Research backs this up. Regular movement, even gentle stuff, can add years to your life by keeping your body resilient. Here's what works for me. I stand by my bed, reach my arms up high like I'm trying to touch the ceiling, and hold it for a few seconds. Then I bend forward, slowly, no rush, and let my hands dangle toward the floor. If I can't touch it, no big deal. I just go as far as feels good. After that, I do a little side stretch, leaning one way, then the other, and finish with some ankle rolls to wake up my feet. That's it. 5 minutes, maybe less if I'm in a hurry. You can do this while the kettle's boiling, or even in your pajamas. The key is to make it easy, not perfect. Maybe you've got a favorite stretch from back in the day. Go with that. The point is to get your blood flowing and remind your body it's built to move. You'll be amazed how much stronger you feel just from that little burst of motion. So, we've got water to hydrate you from the inside and stretching to loosen you up on the outside. Those two alone can transform your mornings. But there's more to come. Stick with me, because next we're going to talk about a habit that's all about feeding your body the right fuel to keep you going strong. So, we've got your body hydrated and your muscles loosened up. And now it's time to talk about fueling yourself the right way. The third habit is all about eating a breakfast that keeps you strong, not just for the morning, but for years to come. I know breakfast can feel like a hassle sometimes. Maybe you're not hungry right away, or you're tempted to just grab a piece of toast and call it a day. But after 60, what you eat first thing can make a huge difference in how long you stay active and healthy. Your metabolism isn't what it used to be, and your body needs a little extra love to keep its energy steady and its systems firing. A good breakfast can lower your risk of diabetes, keep your heart ticking strong, and even help you hold on to muscle as you age. Here's what I've found works wonders. Aim for something with protein, a bit of healthy fat, and some fiber to keep you full. One of my go-tos is a bowl of plain Greek yogurt with a handful of berries and a sprinkle of nuts. Takes 5 minutes to throw together, and it's like a power boost in a spoon. If yogurt's not your thing, try a scrambled egg with some spinach tossed in, or even a slice of whole grain toast with a smear of almond butter. Nothing fancy, just real food that gives your body what it needs. The trick is to keep it simple so you'll actually do it. None of us have time to whip up a gourmet meal before the day gets going. Start small if you're not a breakfast person. Even a hard-boiled egg and an apple can set you up right. You'll notice the difference. Less of that mid-morning crash and more pep in your step. It's like telling your body, we're in this for the long haul, so let's fuel up properly. Now that we've got breakfast covered, let's move on to the fourth habit. And this one's a little quieter, but just as powerful. Taking 5 minutes to breathe and focus. I know what you might be thinking. Breathing? I do that all day, but I mean really breathing on purpose to calm your mind and set your day on the right track. After 60, stress can sneak up on us more than we realize. Maybe it's worrying about the grandkids, the bills, or just how fast time's flying by. That stress doesn't just mess with your head, it raises your blood pressure, messes with your sleep, and can even shorten your life if it piles up. But a few minutes of deep, slow breathing in the morning can flip that around. Studies show it lowers cortisol, that's the stress hormone, and keeps your heart and brain in better shape. Here's how I make it work. I sit somewhere comfy. My favorite chair by the window does the trick, and close my eyes. Then I take a big breath in through my nose, counting to 4 in my head, hold it for a second, and let it out slow through my mouth, counting to 6. I do that 5 or 6 times, just letting my shoulders drop and my mind settle. If my brain starts wandering to the grocery list or what's on TV later, I just nudge it back to the breathing. No big deal. You can do this standing in the kitchen or even lying in bed if sitting's not your speed. Some folks like to picture a calm place, like a beach or the woods, whatever works for you. The point is to give yourself a moment to reset. It's like hitting the refresh button on your day, and trust me, you'll feel stronger for it, less frazzled, more in control. We've covered some solid ground here, fueling your body with a good breakfast and calming your mind with a few deep breaths. Those two habits build on each other, giving you energy and peace to tackle whatever comes next. But there's one more piece to this morning puzzle, and it's all about starting your day with a spark of purpose. Let's dive into that next. So, We've fueled your body with a good breakfast and calmed your mind with some deep breathing. And now it's time to tie it all together with the fifth habit, starting your day with a tiny spark of purpose. I'm not talking about climbing mountains or solving world peace before lunch. Nothing that dramatic. This is about giving yourself one small, meaningful thing to look forward to each morning. After 60, it's easy to slip into a routine that feels like it's just going through the motions. Maybe the kids are grown, the career's behind you, and the days start blending together. But here's the truth. Having a sense of purpose, even a little one, can do wonders for your health. Research shows it lowers stress, keeps your brain sharp, and even adds years to your life. It's like a secret ingredient that makes all the other habits work even better. Here's how I do it. Every morning, I pick one thing I'm going to do that day just for me. Some days, it's calling a friend I haven't talked to in a while. Nothing fancy, just a quick hello to hear their voice. Other days, it's stepping outside to water my little herb garden. Watching those basil leaves perk up makes me smile. It could be as simple as flipping through a magazine I've been meaning to read, or planning a walk to see the neighbor's dog, who always wags his tail at me. The trick is to keep it small and doable. No pressure, just a little nudge that says, today's worth showing up for. You might think, well, I don't have time for that. But trust me, even 5 minutes counts. Maybe you decide to write a note to your grandkid, or try a new tea you picked up at the store. Whatever it is, it's yours. And it sets your day off with a lift. You'll feel stronger, more connected, and ready to take on whatever comes next. Now, think about how these 5 habits weave together. That glass of water wakes your body up. Those stretches get you moving. A good breakfast keeps your energy humming. A few deep breaths settle your mind, and that spark of purpose gives you a reason to smile. They're not big, flashy changes. They're little shifts you can start tomorrow morning. And the beauty of it is, they build on each other. You don't have to do them all perfectly every day. Even picking 1 or 2 to try can make a difference. I've seen it in my own life. More energy, fewer aches, and a feeling that I'm not just getting older, I'm getting better. And that's what I want for you too. These habits aren't about turning back the clock. They're about making the most of the time you've got, feeling strong and alive no matter what your age says on paper. I'd love to hear what you think about all this. Have you tried any of these morning tricks already? Maybe you've got a favorite habit of your own that gets your day going. Drop it in the comments below, because we're all in this together. And I'm always up for learning something new. If you enjoyed this and want more tips like these, give the video a thumbs up. It really helps. And hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. We've got plenty more coming your way to keep you thriving. You're not just here to get by. You're here to live well. And I'm cheering you on every step of the way. Here's to waking up tomorrow, feeling stronger, happier, and ready for whatever's next. Because you deserve that at 60, 70, or beyond. Let's keep making every day count.